Yeah, here I come, walking down the street. Got some fantastic fun facts and some trivia treats for you. Hey, it's the quiz show. And I'm the unsinkable trivia host, Tom Shalhoub, your wacky, zany, sometimes incorrigible host. Before I fire my writer and bust out today's brand new, tremendously tricky trivia and ferociously fun facts, let's meet today's special guest. In addition to being a wicked smart lawyer, she is a highly sought-after conservative spokesperson, a political analyst, and a very talented TV personality. Welcome to the show, ERIN ELMORE. ERIN, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, you look like you're not nervous at all, and I'm trying to make you nervous.
Well, I'm a little nervous.
You are, good. That's my whole thing. I'm trying to unsettle you.
All right, I'm ready to be unsettled.
You told me you saw this show. You watched episodes.
I did.
Right, and it didn't help you prepare for this show at all, did it?
It did not. There's nothing you can do to prepare.
You can do. Okay. So, we usually wrap things up by firing confetti cannons and, T-shirts.
I love
that.
But
believe it or not, this brings me seamlessly to today's quiz. We're calling this one our first annual Memorable Movie Endings Ever quiz for our friend ERIN ELMORE.
Great.
So it's movie endings. Let the spoilers hit the floor.
I don't watch a lot of movies, so this stinks.
Well, maybe you know the endings, though.
Maybe.
Because you heard other people talk about them.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 1 of 8. In Citizen Kane, a classic, Orson Welles uses Rosebud as a device to tell the story of newspaper magnate Charles Foster Kane. What is Rosebud? Is it Kane's daughter, a sled, or a cat?
All right, so...
10 seconds.
Okay, so I have never seen this movie. I've heard of it.
It's a classic.
I'm not gonna think it's a sled or his daughter.
Because what makes you think it's not his daughter or a sled?
Because my gut says it's a feline.
A cat.
And it's a cat, which would be C is for cat.
Rosebud the cat. Rosebud, I can see it now. Charles Foster Kane, is it right? No, it's a sled! It's a sled, only the most famous sled in movie history.
I told you, I never watch movies. My attention span is like this friggin' long.
It is?
It's this long.
Well, someday you're gonna watch Citizen Kane and you're gonna love it.
And I'll fall asleep or start doing something else or cleaning the kitchen because I have no attention span for movies.
Look at this, ERIN, out there. That's
this is
your two-shot where you're going to, she's doing a zombie movie.
Oh, out here.
That's where you'll see your score when you get one, which you may on this one. Question 2.
No, goose egg so far.
Director Brian De Palma. Heard of him?
No.
He had to re-edit the film Scarface 3 times. In order to what? Get the film to be under 3 hours long, minimize Al Pacino's terrible Cuban accent, or get an R rating instead of an X rating for the film.
I'm really torn between A and C.
10 seconds on the board. Yeah,
Sorry, I
could
feel
be either, right?
Yes, I forget the accent. Is this the one where the cannoli? You leave the cannoli?
It is not the cannoli one, but there is, Scarface is very famous.
I'm gonna go with, okay.
It's famous for a lot of reasons, including, well, I don't want to give a hint.
I'm gonna go with C.
See?
To
get an R rating instead of an X rating. Brian De Palma, mainstream director.
Please.
Would he ever get an X? I can't even believe she picked that one. Is she right?
No.
She's right!
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yes.
Woo! 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 Thank
ERIN.
God! 50-50 so far.
You are.
Oh my
doing
God.
great. Do you want to cash in right now? It's like, you know what they used to do on an old game show? You let you take what's behind door number 2.
Yes, I love that.
Do you want to take your winnings and go home now?
What do I win?
Just
My integrity and dignity?
this right here. Put the Tom head up on the screen, and you will see a little Tom head. Do you want to take that Tom head and go home, or do you want to continue with the show? More questions.
Okay, I'm gonna take more questions.
Way to go. That is the good sport that you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Brian De Palma, he actually gave the first very violent cut of the film. He got an X-rated version. He gave it back to the theaters, and they didn't even realize it. So he snuck it in there.
What movie am I talking about with the cannoli?
The cannoli, that's...
Leave the cannoli, take the gun, leave the cannoli or something?
It's The Godfather.
Oh, okay, so I was kind of right.
Yeah, it's another mob-related movie, so you're getting close here. You can use your knowledge of other films to inform your decisions on these films. But you were right on that. I liked your reasoning.
Thank you.
Number 3.
All right, here we go.
At the moment of the apocalypse, who travels back in time to his bedroom where he is crushed to death by a jet engine? Did I mention that today's show is lousy with spoilers? Because it is.
Wait, what movie are we talking about?
Oh, that's
It's called The
that's what
Approach.
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Is it Buckaroo Banzai, Dr. Emmett Brown, or Donnie Darko? So this is the character, not the movie.
Okay.
Who travels back in time to his bedroom where he is crushed to death by a jet engine. 10 seconds on the board.
All right. I've never heard of A or B. And I've heard of Donnie Darko, and I know
Didn't
it's
see it though.
No. It's a
Darko.
cult classic with Jake Gyllenhaal.
You know who's in it. That's good.
And so that's something. So therefore, I think I go with what I know.
Go with what you know.
Right? Which is very little.
Never heard of Dr. Emmett Brown?
No.
Okay, well, she's going to go with Donnie Darko. Kind of a guess.
Total guess.
Go!
Woo, woo, woo,
I
woo,
can't
woo,
even
woo.
believe it. Erin, I go what you know works.
C, C, and C. 2 out of 3.
Dr. Emmett Brown. Hey, Marty, we're going to go Back to the Future. Don't you know him?
Oh, from Back to the
Emmett
Future.
Brown, yeah.
No, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have
I'm
seen
glad
that
you
movie,
did.
though.
I'm glad you did because you went with what you know.
Oh my gosh,
There you go.
I'm sweating and nervous and have a high heart rate.
I'm glad you continued on and you rejected my non-realistic offer. There's 2 Tom.
2 heads.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
question number
gosh,
4.
okay. Whew.
In what film's memorable ending is Red, who's recently paroled, reunited with his good friend Andy on a beautiful beach in Mexico? Is it The Green Mile, The Shawshank Redemption, or Cool Hand Luke? 10 seconds.
Okay, well, this means nothing, but my husband's favorite movie is Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, it is?
Yes, and I know a line from it, and I'm gonna mess it up. It's like, just because it's your job doesn't mean it's right, or something like that.
Does he use that all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Does
that
he
doesn't
like,
mean I'm gonna.
eggs? Does he like eating hard-boiled eggs, your husband?
He does, actually.
There's a reason why.
Now I'll have to talk to him about that.
It's a great scene in the movie. But
But that's not gonna be my answer.
this one, oh, what is then?
Do you wanna know?
Time's up.
B!
B. Shawshank. Did you see it?
Nope.
Oh.
I told you, you guys picked the worst possible topic.
Is she right? I can't even believe it. I've never seen anyone who knows so little about films and yet does so well on a film quiz.
Because I'm using deductive reasoning.
I love it.
I did pass the, what do you call it again? The bar exam.
You did. No, that's it.
So there's a lot of multiple choice. I'm getting PTSD.
That's it. That's how you did it. Look at that. Right there. 3.
The trifecta of Tom heads.
How did you pass the bar? How did you pass the bar? Do you know that
Studying.
quote?
No, but it sounds like it can be.
It's a movie quote. How did you pass the bar?
Again, with the movies, I'm useless.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio in,
Oh, the
there
one
might be
where
a-
he's the con artist.
Yeah, it's Catch
Yeah,
Me If You Can.
didn't see
Okay.
that either.
Question number 5. In what film's memorable ending does Ben break up Elaine's wedding and they ride off together on a bus contemplating what they've just done? Love Story, The Graduate, Peggy Sue Got Married. 10 seconds on the board.
Okay. So, so they run out. Who are the people in this?
Ben breaks up Elaine's wedding. He breaks up the wedding and the marriage, and they ride off on a bus together. Last shot is them on a bus together. I've said too much already.
All right. So I've never seen any of them, and I just feel like I'm gonna have to say Peggy Sue Got Married.
Peggy Sue Got Married.
My mom's name's Peggy. Hey, Peggy.
Peggy Sue got married, except we're talking about Elaine. Is she right? Elaine. It had the marriage in the title, but
That's
it was
why.
Elaine. Elaine!
And what movie is it? Did you tell me?
It was The Graduate
Yep, useless.
with the famous diminutive actor Dustin Hoffman screaming, and Elaine joined him on the bus. There's 3 Tom heads for you.
All right,
Still a
still.
fantastic score.
Diminutive. He's small, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. Yep. He's small.
Not
but-
like Danny DeVito, small but small.
But you're right. But there are no small parts, only small actors. I think that's.
I love that. That's better than my cannoli line, so I'll take it.
Coming up next, Erin, we have without a doubt is the toughest question of the day. Jesse Waters describes it as thoughtless and cruel and a microaggression. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how tough this question is because you don't know any of these movies. So ready for your question of mass destruction.
Oh, God.
So your chances are just as good on this one as any, right?
This
In
is-
the film Fight Club, director David Fincher makes sure that what is visible in virtually every shot?
Okay.
A cat, a Starbucks cup, or the Illuminati triangle eye symbol? Did
Yep.
you see the movie? Did you?
I did.
You did? You saw it?
I
10
did.
seconds on the board.
It means nothing though.
Think of every shot of the film. Just go through every shot. What's in the film? Is it a cat? Is it a Starbucks cup? Or the Illuminati?
It's none of the above. Brad Pitt's abs.
That's it. So he stole focus, I guess.
But what I'm going to say, I don't think it was the Illuminati because that was like around the time when all those like Illuminati movies and things and conspiracies were out. And I already forget. Oh, cat, no cat. Let's go with the Starbucks cup.
Starbucks cup?
Yeah.
She saw the movie. Is it possible that she forgot that there was a Starbucks cup in every shot?
Yes.
I can't believe
I'm not that bad at this.
it. Erin, I cannot believe it. I've seen these movies and I didn't get some of these. I saw Fight Club several times and I didn't know the answer to that question.
Really?
Yes.
And I was pretty certain about that.
I know. I would have said it was the eye because you can hide eyes a lot easier than to hide those other two things.
I like that. Well,
Starbucks cup in virtually every shot of Fight Club. Starbucks knew that this was Fincher's way of saying Starbucks had gotten way too successful. He was poking fun of them. But to their credit, they're good sports. They played along anyway.
do you think that Jesse Waters is now going to think I have street cred?
He will.
Okay.
He's going to be angry. This could cost you around
Oh.
Fox News. Jesse is going to be angry because you're doing better than him, and he's going to say, she's doing better than me and she hasn't seen the movies. 4 times.
I saw that one though. And Jesse and I have something in common. We're both Philadelphia Eagles fans. So I think he's going to be cool with me.
Okay. A lot of movies
Go
take place in
Eagles.
Philadelphia. Maybe you'll get a Philadelphia question.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Rocky, yo Adrian. I mean, I know something.
We'll try to come up with a Rocky question for you. I'm lying. Question number 7. Let's do one more Scarface question.
Great.
When Oliver Stone wrote the script to Scarface, he named the drug lord Tony Montana after Stone's favorite football player, Joe Montana, Stone's favorite country singer, Randy Montana, Miley Cyrus's character, Hannah Montana.
Hannah
10 seconds on the
Montana wasn't around yet.
board. Okay, you know that.
I know that much, so that's process of elimination. And then what was B?
B, Randy Montana. So is it a
Country
country
singer.
singer, Randy Montana, or his fave football player, Joe Montana?
I don't think he is a big country music fan. So I'm gonna say Joe Montana.
I think he's a football fan. Stone
Yeah.
seems like a football guy.
Yeah.
She's a very
And
strange
like they're the same era.
way of getting to the right answer. I don't know. It's unbelievable. It's
Wow.
unbelievable.
Dumb luck.
Oh, I would not. I don't like to use either of those words on this show. It's smart skill, and you saw all those Tom heads to prove it. Question 8.
This is my last question.
Yeah,
I've gotten 2 wrong.
it's unbelievable.
It really is.
I hope I can stump you on this one.
No, I hope not.
You're proving yourself to be one cool cucumber, Erin. Unshakable,
me.
unflappable, and really unbelievable. But we're gonna go down swinging if it's the last question, and it is. Here comes your final question.
Final question.
What famous film ends with Mills and Somerset being led to an open field by madman John Doe, where a box is delivered? Mills is shocked and horrified when he sees what is in the box. Is it 7, Catch Me If You Can, or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? 10 seconds on the board.
All right, I have seen only the first of the 3.
You saw 7.
And I remember the end about what's in the box. It was really disturbing and really upsetting. But I remember that line being famous.
Yeah.
And I'm mad at you for ending on such a dark, cryptic note.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to change this energy around real quick.
Yeah.
But I think another Tom head would do that for me, so I'm gonna go with A.
She's very confident. She did
For
a lot of
once.
talking. She didn't need to talk. She knew the answer already because she saw the movie. I can't believe it. Is she right? She's right. 7. Indeed.
That wasn't that bad.
I mean, it was ridiculously good. I mean, look at it. Let's look at the Tom
Let's see
heads.
these heads.
A
Count
lot
them.
of Tom heads.
6 or 5?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tom heads. 6 out
Wow.
of 8. A very, very good score, especially since you only saw 1 out of 8 of the movies that I talked about. Thank you for being here, Erin. We hope you had fun, and you'll come back and play with us again soon. And when you do, between that time and this time, please watch Citizen Kane. It's a great movie.
I will.
Fantastic.
And that means I'm gonna clean my kitchen because I never can sit through one movie.
And you, I hope you'll come back and play with us every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Good night, Fox Nation.